Welcome everybody to Weird Sisters. I'm Maya Ravensong and I am your host for this full moon ritual. So we're going to allow time, as we always will with every ritual that we do, for people to join in. This being the very first one, I don't know how many people are going to join us, but we're going to give them time to do so. I have already cast my circle and called in some energy of protection and connection and unity. So I wanted to give you guys a heads up on you can either cast circle now or do so in the future before. If we get enough feedback about things, then perhaps we will cast circle together sometimes. So I'm slowly moving around my temple. It is pretty dark. I thought I had enough candles lit, but apparently that's not the case. Not entirely anyway. So it is dark. It is super dark. And then boom, there's lights. So we're still giving some time for people to come in. If we were in circle in person at this point, this is where people would come in and give hugs and take their shoes off and get comfortable. I promise next time it will be brighter so that you can properly see what's occurring. Okay, so I think we are going to start. As I said, you will want to cast your circle. I assume that there is some way that I can see comments on this thing. So we're gonna see. Nope, that's not it. Well, if there are comments, I can't see them this time. This being my first time, so take a deep breath in and out. Let your energy of the normal day fall away. Take another deep breath in and out. And I really want you to get into a good headspace for a ritual. Now, if you don't know what that is, if you've never done a full moon ritual before, it is one where you are open to messages. It is one where you are enabling yourself to speak to yourself. So not only are you listening for messages from afar, but you are listening for messages from yourself. Whether that's a physical thing like, my ankle hurts, or some emotional thing that you need to be aware of. Being open to listening to yourself is a huge part of full moon energy. Also, keeping in mind your goals. All full moons share a similar energy in that they are the pinnacle of energy. They are the fullness of the energy, whatever that is. It is colored by the other astrological influences and seasonal influences. And personally, for each individual person, by their own circumstances in their life. So all of those things combine to make each full moon ritual very unique. All right, so in our tradition, we cast circle first, and then we start with the elements. And in our tradition, the elements line up with the seasons. And whichever season it is, that's the element that we start with during the season for calling the elements. So I'm going to come over here to very dark earth, which you cannot see, which is super sad because those are two huge trees. But we're going to focus here. This little salt jar. Super cute. This was given to me by my high priestess before she passed. So take a deep breath in and let it out. O element of earth, come and join us in our ritual. Bring with you the energies of stability, endurance, strength, and growth. We honor you. Blessed be. O element of air, come and join us in our ritual. Bring with you the energy of wisdom and learning, messages and insight. We honor you. Blessed be. O element of fire, come and join us in our ritual. Bring with you the energies of passion, motivation, drive, and will. We honor you. Blessed be. O element of water, come and join us in our circle. Bring with you the energies of healing, deep reflection, cleansing, and the opening of mystery. We honor you. Blessed be. I light the source candle, which is no gender and all genders all at once. Gracious Goddess, come and join us in our circle. We honor you on this full moon night, and we thank you for your presence in our lives. We ask that you bring this community together in harmony, unity, magic, and togetherness. Help us heal the things we need healed, release what needs releasing, and leave open the spaces for new beginnings. Blessed be. Gracious God, we ask that you join us in circle this evening. Bring with you your protection, especially of the earth, your strength, and your community. Blessed be. Tonight's ritual, we'll be working with 2 chakras. If you don't know what those are, they are energy processing circles within the body, more like spheres. There are 9 of them in our tradition. And the 2 that we're working with tonight is located at the heart and the root. The root chakra became more active for most people at Samhain when we all started a journey to the underworld. Whether or not you chose to go into the underworld, it being winter in the northern hemisphere, that's where we went. So this journey that you have been on is related to the root chakra. And in general, there are 4 F words that relate to the root chakra: fear, food, fight, and fucking. So depending on where you are in your world, what's happening in your little section of the universe, depends on what your underworld journey was like, what it entailed, what you had to face. But now we've come all the way through, and this is the last full moon before Imbolc. And while Imbolc is the coldest time of the year, it's also the herald of spring. So our heart chakra and the things that we desire for the new year also becomes activated. So I want you to take a deep breath in and out. Take another deep breath in and out. And place your hand on your root chakra. It is red and vibrant, but almost all peoples have something going on down there. So it may not feel this bright red jewel that it's supposed to be. Maybe there are some cobwebs. Maybe there's some black spots. Maybe it feels dull. Maybe it doesn't pulse with vibrant energy. Whatever you feel is going on, I want you to visualize and pull the energy from this full moon down into your body and focus it on your root chakra. Let it dissolve any ickiness. Let it brighten up those dull spots. Let it blow away those cobwebs. And even though you may not be perfect all the time in this moment, you can be. All is well. All is vibrant. All pulses with this life. Allow that energy to sink in deeper and deeper, filling that chakra fully. Think about where your journey took you from and where you are going. Maybe your journey isn't over yet. Maybe it is. Either way, whatever supports your highest good, whatever brings you the most wellness. Think about that. Maybe you need this journey to be done now. Maybe the grief needs to stop. Grief is a fear. They are related. Whatever it is, I want you to visualize a glowing red ember inside your chakra. And it's slowly moving up out of your chakra till it's right below the surface of your skin. And you can feel it pushing on your hand. Feel it push into your hand, and it's not in your body anymore. It's in your hand. I want you to fling it away, releasing that which no longer serves. Take a deep breath in and out. And just sit with this energy for a minute. If you need more time, you can always pause this live video and come back to it. It will be on Facebook and it will be in other places. Don't feel like you have to rush because we're moving on. Take another deep breath in and out. And I want you to become aware of your heart chakra. Place your hand over your heart. It is green. And just like your root, it may have issues. While grief is related to the root chakra, and fear of loss, grief resides in the heart chakra. And grief may not even be your issue, it's just an example. So feel into that heart chakra. Feel how strong you are. Think about the heart that you have had for your whole life, the loves that it has loved, and the strength of purpose and fortitude that it has given you. And even if it is sick or damaged, it is still yours, and still life resides there. So visualize the energy of this very full moon coming down into your body. And I want you to focus it on your heart. A beautiful chorus of people stand around you, lending you strength and energy. Fill that heart with love, compassion, compassion for others, compassion for self, compassion for those who have wronged you, for they are not perfect either. Their soul was damaged, and they didn't know any better, or they wouldn't have. The compassion for self is you are not a perfect person. You were damaged. And you also make bad choices. And you have to forgive yourself for that. Let that energy of compassion fill you up. If you're having a hard time understanding what it feels like, then think of a time you've comforted somebody else. What it felt like. Oh, how you wanted to help them feel better. And take that feeling and apply it to yourself. Let the cobwebs of the heart be brushed away with compassion. Let the icky grief and even anger be burned away with the heat and passion of your compassion. Breathe the beautiful, live, green energy from the God into your heart. From the goddess into your heart. From future you into your heart. And send that feeling to past you into their heart. Deep breath in and out. Now I want you to focus on spring. Don't have to make any concrete plans. Don't even have to have a seed yet. But you are the soil that those seeds will be planted in. And what does your soil need right now? Start thinking about those things. You probably already know without knowing what you want out of this year. And while you may not even be able to put a name to it yet, you'll know the type of soil that you need and what's lacking in that soil. Maybe you can make a list. Maybe you'll remember. Whatever you need. Again, if you need to pause the video, you can always come back. This Weird Sister circle is a container that will always be available. It's in a place that is not a place, and a time that is not a time. Take another deep breath in and out. and move around a little bit. Come back into the awareness of your body, not so focused on the inner workings of your energy centers, but more back in space and time in your body. In our tradition, we do what's called cakes and ale after we do our workings. We're pretty liberal on what we consider a cake or an ale. And tonight, because that's what I have some biscuits and some grape juice. So whatever you have, you should take some. The reason we do cakes and ale is to bring our bodies even more into this world, to get us out of the head space of woo-woo, to give us some nourishment and remind us that while yes, we are ethereal beings, we do have some physical stuff, and the eating and the drinking of such reminds us of that. But it's also a time to ask for blessings. So I'm going to ask. Oh, great God, you who sustains us, bless these biscuits with stamina and stability, growth, and a good foundation. Blessed be. And if you were here, I would offer you some. May you never know hunger. Gracious Goddess, bless this juice with your energy of healing, wisdom, and community. Blessed be. And if you were here, I would offer you some. May you never know thirst. This is our libation dish. And in our tradition, they get a full serving, not some just little blue. So this is the libation for the god and the goddess. It will go outside in my outside circle. If this was a Sabbath, we would have done the great rite. But it being full moon, don't necessarily always do that. Take a deep breath in and out. That is the end of our ritual. Now, in our tradition, if you were here, we would sit and talk. And when I figure out how, we can do that with comments. But apparently, I don't know how to do that this time. I can see your guys' comments. I just don't know how to make one. So next time, I will have that figured out by then. So we do the goodbyes. So we come back to the altar. Gracious Goddess, thank you for being here and witnessing our rite, for lending us your energy, and healing. Blessed be. Go in peace. Go in love. Oh, great God, we thank you for joining us in our ritual, for protecting us in the earth, and for lending us your energies. Go in peace. Go in love. Hail to the source. Male, female, and all in between, in all times and spaces. We thank you for joining us in our circle and witnessing our rite. Element of Earth, we thank you for joining us in our ritual, for lending us the energies of strength and stability and growth. Go in peace, go in love. Blessed be. O element of air, we thank you for joining us in our ritual, for lending us the energies of wisdom and thought and messages. Go in peace, go in love. Blessed be. O element of fire, we thank you for joining us in our ritual, for lending us the energies of motivation, passion, and will. Go in peace, go in love. Blessed be. O element of water, sister, thank you for joining us in our rite, for lending us the energy of deep understanding, reflection, and mystery, and the cleansing of our spirits. Go in peace, go in love. Blessed be. So this is the end of our ritual. I thank you all for coming and joining with me in full moon. I wish I could say to you, but I guess you can hear me, so I guess it's okay, how grateful I am that you came. I have missed community. And while there's some other similar types of circles floating around, they're not pagan enough. So that is why I did this. I hope you receive the healing you need and receive the insights you needed. I'll be doing it again next month. I'm not taking the circle down, but I will be miniaturizing it and sticking it in a cabinet so you can come back anytime you want. Love you guys. Merry full moon. Merry do we meet. Merry do we part. Merry, merry meet again.